Hello and welcome back to Just Callum. Today we have another very different video from inside. The weather is pretty terrible outside and it's quite dark as well, so I thought I'd do an inside video. Well, today I'm going to be showcasing to you 3 methods in which you can coil up your cordage. 2 methods will be for paracord. All 3 of them work for paracord, but one method is especially for bigger cordage such as rope. So what we'll do is I'll jump right into that and we'll start on the first and most simple one. Okay, so as you can see here I have a load of paracord. So find the end. In the end I have done a bowline knot. Now I've previously done these on the channel. There is a YouTube short somewhere on the channel which fully explains how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to tie a bowline knot in the end of your paracord and you're going to loop that bowline knot over your index finger. Okay, so that's going to come into your palm of your hand just like this. All right, so this is for paracord mainly. You can't really use this type of wrap for rope. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a figure of 8. You're going to go over your little finger, back across the palm, over your thumb, back across, little finger, palm, around to thumb, back across the palm, little finger, and you're going to just keep going back and forth across your little finger and your thumb, all the way until you get to the end of your paracord. Okay, so I've gotten to basically the end of my paracord. You can tuck it up and underneath, like so, behind the cordage, or in this case, I'm going to take the whole bundle off, grab it with my hand like such, and I'm going to go around this bundle in a very neat and tight fashion. And I'm just going to wrap around this bundle like this, see? Just nice and tightly there. So I've got my bundle all encased within these few strands. But before I do my last wrap, I'm going to put my thumb underneath the paracord, bring it around the end, pass it underneath where my thumb was and pull tight on that. And what that does is just secure the end of the paracord in place. So it's nice and taut. If you really wanted to, you could do that twice. I don't know if I'm going to have enough length. Yeah, I am. There we go. So if you really wanted to, you can do that multiple times, just for security anyway. But then what you can do when you need to release is you pull on your bowline and that whole bundle unwinds, and then you can crack on with using your line. So it's a nice neat way of keeping hold of all your paracord nice and neatly. Okay, so let's have a little look at the next method. So for the next method of tying our cable up or putting it in a secure position so it doesn't get all frayed and unmanageable and all knotty. So you're going to grab the end of your paracord. Obviously this end has no bowline in it, unlike the last one. So grab the end of your paracord and you're just going to go around in a nice neat little loop and coil the paracord up. Just like that. Following the curve of the paracord. Just do it so it's a nice little loop like so, as big as you need it to be. Okay, so finally finished coiling up my rope. I still have my starting end just here and my finishing end just here. I have about a foot of paracord left. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to secure this bit of coiled up rope. First thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to take my loose end here and I'm going to twist it just like that and rotate it over itself so it looks like that, you see. I'm going to sit that on top of this bundle here. I'm going to take the loose long end of this paracord and pass that through the loop just here. Okay, so just reach through and pull that, but that will come through and that little loop, that bite, is going to go through the bite I made earlier, just passing it through there. I'm not going to feed all that paracord through. I'm just going to put a bite in it like that, and then I'm just going to pull that tight. Now I've made this nice little loop here, I need to secure it. So I'm going to take my hanging bit again and I'm going to cross it over one more time like that, and I'm going to put that over the top of my last loop and I'm going to pull that down just tight like that, so cinch onto it. There we go. So now I've cinched that end down, you can see this hanger. So not only do I have a nice bit of coiled up rope like so, but I also have this hanging bit, so I can just hang that quite nicely off the end of my bag or such. If I really wanted to secure it, I could take the end, rotate it over again, pass it over my loop again, and pull down, making sure I'm holding that loop, pull down on that. And that is now a secure knot that will keep my paracord all nice and together. Excellent. And I can hang that off my bag. And all I've got to do to undo it is just pull on my first little cinched up knot, pull my second one, like so, like that, pull out the loop, and then there you go. All the paracord is ready to be used again. Excellent. So that's the first type of paracording coiling done. There's the second type of paracord coiling done. Try to say that 5 times fast. And now we'll finally move on to this, the type of coil we're going to use to bundle up our rope. So let's get to it. So for this one, we're going to do the same thing to start off with as we did our previous coil. So we're going to take one end like such, and I'm going to just loop it around nice and neatly, trying to untangle the rope as I go, nice and neatly like so. Okay, so all coiled up, ready to go. I've left about 2.5 feet of rope to finish tying out with. This is a much simpler method of coiling rope up because it only requires one loop and then another loop. So it is actually quite simple. What you're going to want to do is you want to get your end rope and make a big final loop. So you'll have all your little loops here and your coils, and you're going to have one big final one. You're going to take your big final loop, which will probably be about 3 times the size, and you're just going to wrap it around the top third of your coil like so. Okay, and then you're going to take a bite in this loop at the end, like that. So you've got the end of the rope, the end of the loop there, and you've got the bite there. You're going to pass that bite through the top section like so. So that's now facing out the back of the coil, and that little loop you're just going to pull through, just like so, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to just pull that nice and tight. And what you can do with this is you can, much like the previous option, you can hang this on your backpack. You can hang this wherever you keep your rope. You can just keep this handy. This is about, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet of rope just here. So it's not a particularly big bundle, but it's enough for any sort of practical use. So that's a nice little coil you have there. So I've showed you a few different types of coiling up ropes. Hopefully you've learned something from this video. So there are 3 different methods I've shown you today. So hopefully that will make life easier for you with your rope or your paracord. Please do drop a like. Please do drop a comment if you want to see me do other coiling methods and so forth of paracord, and of course rope as well. I appreciate all the interactions and all the comments and likes, and please do of course subscribe as well. That'd be really helpful too. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.